For this effect, I could start off by showing the participant I have a prediction card under the box, which we're going to leave there until the end of the effect. So now I would explain to the participant that they're going to select three cards, but going to be done in a bit of a different way. I'm going to riffle my thumb down the side and they just call out stop. Let's say they call out stop here. So here are the three cards the participant stopped on. In this case, we have a 4, we have a 9, and we have a 10. What we're going to do is start by dealing three piles like this. Now, because this is a 4, and this would be the fourth pile we deal, this top card is going to be with the 4. We're going to deal two more cards to cap off pile 4. We're now going to jump to the next card. So here's piles 5 and 6, 7, 8. This is a 9, so there is the card. And then we will cap off 10, and then add one more card for 10 as well. So let's go ahead now and take a look at the cards that we happen to land on. So in this case, we landed on 1 ace, 2 ace, and 3 ace. So we landed on the 3 aces, which isn't very bad. However, I said I had a prediction under the box at the start, and this is the fourth and final ace to make up the 4 aces. That's not bad. Let's take it a step further actually. If we turn over the pile under the 4 of clubs, we get the 4 of spades. If we turn over the pile under the 9 of hearts, we get the 9 of diamonds. If we turn over the pile under the 10 of clubs, we get the 10 of spades. A perfect match as well. Let's actually take this one step further. Let's mess with the cards that were left over. Let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. If you remember, I actually had the box. The participant can open up the box, and they're going to see there's a piece of paper inside the box, and on the piece of paper is number 25, a perfect triple effect. That is today's effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, the cards I am using are the Bicycle Capital. I don't have a deck review on these, but if you would like to see one, leave a comment down below and I can make that review for you. So for this effect, there is a setup. So the first thing you're going to want to do is write number 25 on a piece of paper, a sticky note, really anything you would like. I then fold it up and make sure that it can fit the box. Now, this piece of paper I have here, it's just a regular sheet of paper. I just folded it a bunch of times. You're then going to want the card box for that prediction as well. So I put this prediction in the box, and just like that, I'm all set. With the rest of the deck, you're going to want 52 cards, no jokers, no add cards, no duplicate cards as well. Once you have that, you're going to go in the deck, and you're going to take out any 4 of a kind you would like. In this case, I took out the aces, but feel free to choose any 4 of a kind you would like. After that, I go ahead and you need to take out specifically a 4, a 9, and a 10. They can be the same colors or they can be different colors. However, when you take out this 4, 9, and 10, you either want to make sure they're the red cards or the black cards. As you can see, two black 4s, two red 9s, two black 10s. One 4 isn't red, one 4 isn't black. They have to be soulmates. If you're not too sure about soulmates, I will link my video in the description. But they do have to be 4, 9, and 10. But it doesn't matter if these are all red, all black, or if it's like a mix. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take a 4, 9, and 10. It doesn't matter which ones you take. And you're going to give them a little mix if you want, okay? Because they don't have to be in order. You're then going to take your other 4, 9, and 10, and you're going to leave them in this order. So if these were face down, the 4 would be on top, followed by the 9 in the middle, and the 10 at the bottom. You can place those down, take your mixed 4, 9, and 10, and place those on top. So this is your little setup. So face down on top, you have your mixed up 4, 9, and 10. And right under that, in order, you have 4, 9, and 10. You're going to turn these face up, and with the rest of the deck, you're going to want to deal enough cards to get to 12. So this is 6. So you're going to go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In the 13th position, you're going to place any one of your aces. Let's say the heart. So now this is 13. You're going to deal up to 23. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. You're going to place another ace, and then one more for 25, and that last ace in 26, and the rest of the cards go on top. And whatever ace you have left over will be your prediction ace. So you can leave him off to the side at the start, and then use your other 3 4 of a kind. So once again, the 3 positions are 13, 24, 26. The aces have to be in those positions, and then you have your setup on top. That's face down, and then I have the box with the prediction card, and that is your setup. So finally, here is how you do the effect. I like to start off by showing the participant I have a prediction card under the box. I don't call to the prediction inside the box because that is going to be a kicker at the end. And really, you don't have to do all 3 effects if you don't want to. I will show you what I mean. So I move this off to the side, and while I talk about how the participant is going to select 3 cards, but it's going to be in a bit of a different way, I just do some false cuts. Those are optional. You can do a false shuffle, just maintain the order of the deck. I will leave my video in the description of false cuts. You now want to force the top 3 cards. However, when you do this, you want to keep the rest of the cards in the same order it's in. So how I did this was the riffle force. I'm not going to go over the riffle force, but I will link my video in the description. So you have the 3 cards on the table, and you say, okay, let's see what we have here. In this case, a 4, a 10, and a 9. I don't call attention to the suits. You could if you want. So this is very important. However you deal, that's how you're gonna put the 4, 9, and 10 down. So I hold the deck with my left hand, and with my right hand, I'm gonna deal from left to right, meaning I'm going to put the 4 at my farthest left, the 9 in the middle, and the 10 to the farthest right. If you deal right to left with the deck in your right hand, the 4 would go to the farthest right, the 9 would stay in the middle, and the 10 would be the farthest left. But now you're going to talk about how you're going to start by dealing some piles like this. If you do everything right, those soulmates are going to match up. So you say I'm going to deal like this, and then I'm going to stop. You're going to stop once you have 3 piles, and you say, because this is going to be the 4th deal, this is a 4, this card is going to be with the 4. Now, if you set this up right, this is going to be one of your 4 of a kind. Then you say, to cap off pile 4, we're going to deal 2 cards. So you just deal 2 cards to the other 2 piles. Now we're done with 4, so we're going to jump to the next card, 9. So now you're going to start immediately at 5. If this isn't making sense, you can rewind this part, or you can check out the original video below. But you're going to deal and say, this is 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is 9, another one of your cards I set down there, and then I will cap pile 9, and then I will deal 1 more for 10. So now you're just going to put the rest of the cards off to the side, don't get rid of them. And now you can really talk about whatever you would like. At this point, I usually like to recap everything. It's not needed. And then I say, how about you check what the top cards are? In this case, it's an ace. This is an ace. And this is an ace, which is really good. And then you can say, I actually had a prediction under the box, and that is the final ace, or whatever 4 of a kind you had. And if you want, you could end the effect there, which is really good, because you did find a 4 of a kind. But if you want to keep it going, because this is called triple effect, I don't know if that's the actual name, but you can put these off to the side. Then you can say, well, we just dealt out the piles, just equaling each value. And if we turn over the entire pile, so you're going to pick up the entire pile and turn the entire pile over, you can say, look, the 2 4s matched up. Do the same thing with the 9, pick up the entire pile, turn the whole thing over and say there's the 9, and then do the same thing with the 10, and there is the 10 for a second effect. If you want to keep it going, however, you can say, let's take this one step further. Let's check out the remaining cards we had left over. So you're going to bring these over, and the participant can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You can say, 25, that's interesting. Well, if you remember, I had the box here since the beginning. You open up the box and take out the piece of paper in the box. It says on it 25, and that is the effect. So I hope you really enjoyed this effect. This is definitely a really good one. You could incorporate into any routine. And it doesn't matter if you do one of these effects or all of them. It's a really nice self-working effect as well. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out the pinned comment in the description, which will also be in the well, check out the pinned comment in the comment section, I should say, which will also, the link will be in the description as well. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye.